What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go over 25 insane Eeveelution facts that will absolutely blow your mind. Now, while all the Eeveelutions do come in different shapes, sizes, and have their own set of stats, each of them have their own unique origin and lore behind them as well. Go ahead and let me know what your favorite Eeveelution is down in the comment section below. Mine is 100% Umbreon every single time. Now let's hop into the facts. Number 1. It is impossible for Eevee to evolve into Espeon and Umbreon in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green because the games lack the time system. It is also impossible for it to evolve into Leafeon and Glaceon in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, since neither Johto nor Kanto has a Moss Rock or an Ice Rock. Number 2. It's possible to influence your rival's Eeveelution in Pokemon Yellow during the early stages of the game. There are 2 specific rival battles whose outcome will influence your rival's Eevee. If the player wins both of them, then the Eevee will evolve into a Jolteon. Defeating your rival at the lab and losing or skipping the Route 22 battle will result in it becoming a Flareon, but losing both battles will result in the Eevee becoming a Vaporeon, giving the player's Pikachu an advantage. Number 3. Initially, Eevee's name was meant to be Eon, referencing age or time passing, probably to match its branched evolutionary quirk. Number 4. In Generation 1, Vaporeon had a notably different design, with the backs of its ears being all black, fins on each leg, and a fin running down the entire length of its back. All of these details were removed in Generation 2. Notably, these details weren't present in its original Pokemon Red and Green artwork. Number 5. Vaporeon's cell composition is similar to water molecules. As a result, it can't be seen when it melts away into water. This ability enables Vaporeon to remain camouflaged while swimming and ambushing its prey. Number 6. Jolteon's fur amplifies the low-level energy generated by its cells and allow it to discharge 10,000 volt lightning bolts. Number 7. It's always been a fact that Jolteon can learn Pin Missile, a bug-type move that relies on shooting spikes at its opponent, but Jolteon is an electric-type fox-like creature, so why can it learn its move? Apparently, it's because Jolteon is capable of shooting its fur. Number 8. Flareon is the only fully evolved fire-type Pokemon that cannot learn Solar Beam. Number 9. Inhaled air is carried in Flareon's flame sac, heated and exhaled as a fire that reaches over 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit or 1,650 degrees Celsius. Number 10. Flareon's average body temperature is around 1,300 to 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 700 to 800 degrees Celsius, but it can reach 1,700 degrees Fahrenheit or 900 degrees Celsius. If you guys have made it this far in the video, go ahead and smash that like button for me, as well as subscribe to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. Number 11. Espeon's gem boosts the psychic powers that it gained to protect its trainer from harm. Number 12. Espeon's fur is so sensitive it can feel minute shifts in the air and predict the weather and its foes' thoughts. Number 13. When exposed to the moon's aura, the rings on Umbreon's body glow faintly and it gains a mysterious power. Number 14. Umbreon has been a starter. It is interesting to note that Umbreon has been a starter Pokemon. Both it and its psychic counterpart Espeon were the starters for the protagonist West in Pokemon Coliseum for the Nintendo GameCube. This makes sense because West wasn't a new trainer, but rather someone who had been with his Pokemon for years and years by the start of the game. Number 15. Leafeon has cells similar to those of plants, allowing it to perform photosynthesis inside of its body and creates pure air. Number 16. Leafeon's aroma is similar to fresh grass in its youth. As it ages, this fragrance bears more of a resemblance to fallen leaves. Number 17. Glaceon can cause small ice crystals to form by lowering the temperature of the surrounding atmosphere. Number 18. Glaceon can drop its body temperature below negative 75 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 60 degrees Celsius. Number 19. Sylveon is the only Eeveelution not to resist its own type. Number 20. Sylveon's ribbon-like fillers emit a soothing aura. When hunting, it swirls its fillers as a distraction, while the aura weakens feelings of hostility in its prey. Number 21. In Pokemon Shield, Sylveon's Pokedex entry states, there's a Galarian fairy tale that describes a beautiful Sylveon vanquishing a dreadful dragon-type Pokemon. Number 22. Red's Eevee in the manga could evolve between the 3 different Eeveelutions at will. In the Pokemon Adventures manga, Team Rocket was attempting to fuse the legendary birds into one Pokemon, and they experimented on an Eevee. This experimentation mutated Eevee and allows it to at will transform. Eventually, this Eevee evolved into an Espeon and it lost its ability to shift between forms. Number 23. Gary's Eevee beat Ash's Pikachu in the anime. Ash's Pikachu has had its share of losses, but at its peak, it's one of the strongest Pokemon in the anime, even taking down legendaries like Regice and Latios. However, in the original Indigo series season, Gary's Eevee trounced Pikachu in a fight that was surprisingly one-sided. Number 24. Eevee is the only Pokemon whose nickname really matters. In Pokemon Go, the Pokemon that an Eevee evolves into is completely random. If a player has given their Eevee a specific nickname, however, it is possible to influence their evolution. If the player wants to get a Jolteon and is the nickname, it's Eevee Sparky. For Flareon, it is Pyro. Vaporeon would be Rainer. This is a reference to the 4 Eevee brothers from the original Pokemon anime Indigo series. For Espeon, it would be Sakura. For Umbreon, it's Teemo. For Leafeon, it's Linnea. For Glaceon, it's Rhea or Raya. Sylveon is Kira. Number 25. The term Eeveelution was originally coined by fans. While on the subject of Eeveelutions, the term itself was actually coined by fans of the series rather than anybody at Nintendo or Game Freak. It was later adopted into the series lore, though, first appearing in the official strategy guide for Pokemon Stadium 2, and then later in the TCG. If you made it, here's a little bonus for you guys. I don't know if you would consider it a fact or not, but I definitely wanted to add it in the end of this video as it does deal with the Eeveelutions and tells you about when they were first seen in the anime. The first 3 Eeveelutions, as well as Eevee, was seen in the Battling Eevee Brothers. In Trouble Brewing, under the possession of Sakura and the Kimono Girls, it focused on the 5 Eeveelutions there were as of Generation 2. Although Sakura's Espeon was still an Eevee during this episode, the 7 Eeveelution as of Generation 4 were first featured together with an Eevee as a small cameo at the beginning of the movie Giratina and the Sky Warrior. And in the Pikachu short Eevee and Friends, it featured Eevee with all 8 of its Eeveelutions as of Generation 6. In To Train or Not to Train, the Eeveelution Evolution Lab is presented, a place specialized in researching Eevee and its evolutions. Chloe received an Eevee from the lab's lead researcher. From there, Chloe and Eevee started to find several trainers who have had at least one of the Eeveelutions. To the end of the video, let me know what Pokemon evolution line I should do next, as well as going ahead and subscribing and liking the video. Once again, we are doing a 24-hour stream on May 19th. If we hit 5,000 subscribers before the end of that stream, I will turn it into a 30-hour stream playing Pokemon Scarlet for the first time. I will also be giving away every shiny Pokemon I captured during that stream to somebody in the chat at the time. But with that being said, until next time, have a great day, and as always, stay safe.